And that's the whole thing, is that, I hear a lot of people talking that have military experience that really should know better than to jump right into this shit and start extrapolating it out to everywhere. And I'm talking like generals with 4 stars that stand in front of America. Things like that. They know different. They should know what the situation is really going to ground. No,
they actually don't know anything. Yeah, they don't know anything. They don't know anything. Think that the American military, the intelligence knows a lot, but when the things that they say, the kind of things that they do, it's clear that they actually do not know a lot of the things that is happening on the ground. And hi Dan.
Good morning.
Yeah, it's actually 7:30 a.m. for him now, so it's early in the morning. Yeah, I just find it very funny, how everybody just keep jumping the gun. They just so desperate to put in the words to like make some conclusion, so that they can be the first. Then end up the conclusion is like, because I did share, because I also do not know what's happening. Until the Russian MOD and then the Putin made the statement, then I kind of take this rebellion, this coup or this mutiny more seriously. And then I did mention that there is a possibility this thing might just have an anticlimactic end. And then, 3 months later, we're going to see Wagner in the front line. And God, it was correct.
We're talking about this, right?
Yeah,
I woke up because I saw that this shit was happening. You guys were having an open mic. And last night when we were all in the chat, I was telling the guys, look, the way it works in Russia is, everybody wanted escalation. Everybody wanted Russia to start bombing the Wagner guys. And I was like, no, Russia's not simply just going to go to war like this. They're going to start doing paperwork. And what did that guy say? There was going to be an open case started on this fucking guy. And of course it was going to be anticlimactic, because shit like this doesn't roll in Russia. I'm going into Russia today by train, and I guarantee you nobody's going to be talking about it in Siberia, because nobody gives a fuck about these kind of things, because the West blows it up more than Russia. Like, it's insane how much people push this out. I still don't know what's happening. I just woke up. Can I get like a 10-second recap? Did Wagner finally get to Moscow? Am I going to a broken country?
Don't worry, just go to the DPA.
Prigozhin's walking, baby. Prigozhin's walking.
No, basically, Prigozhin have negotiated.
The war is over now.
And they've reached an agreement. Prigozhin is has turned back and is now going back to space.
Yeah, and then that's what I fucking wrote in DPA chat. I said he hasn't crossed the Rubicon. Yeah. I said
Lukashenko has facilitated these negotiations.
No, so because my experience I've always been Maddie.
No, I'm sorry, but Dan, have you heard anything about the helicopter that people are reporting was shot down? Have you heard anything?
They told me in chat. The only thing I've heard is that they told me on chat, but I told them even if it's true, that's nothing. But also, where the fuck is that on the Russian news? I'm gonna see tomorrow when I get to Russia, see if it's actual, if it's blown up out here in Russia, because a helicopter manned by a Russian soldier, by a Russian citizen, killed by a mercenary would show up on the news. We'll see.
And that's what I mean, because if it is true, I will bet you any money that it was probably an SBU guy that did it, that they were taking advantage of, or they started, whatever it is. But like I said, Dan, can you imagine this guy had just brought down and killed 2 Russian officers, basically flying that airplane, and then the guy's going to go in with negotiations, and say, oh, my bad, well, at that time I thought he was going to shoot at us. So can you imagine that guy, what he is going to happen to him?